Deerwork Services has never only been about just providing health analytics solutions. It has been continuously conducting programs that can bring betterment in the community, and one great example of that is Deerclean. And this time it was time for Squad D to show up and become the helping hands for the same cause. Even with only a week before proposition, 29 enthusiasts volunteered with Gaurav Manandar as the coordinator.
Hello, Monica Manandar. Hello, I'm Sonia Sapkota. Hi, I'm Monica.
Hello, I am Vinod.
Hello, I'm Sanjana.
I am Gaurav Manandar. Hello, Rajesh. Hi, it's Navin Kairala. Hello, Benis Morgan. Hi, I am Nidhi Morgan.
Hi, I'm Rosina. Hi, I'm Revika Hamza. Hello, I am Prerna Bhattacharya.
I am Suat Marshani.
I am Sohan Revaz. I am Robin Oza. Hello, my name is Om Prakash Karmachare. Hello, it's me Dinesh.
Among these 29 enthusiasts, there were many new hands and faces who were keen on making this event a success. As Saturday came, most of the participants gathered together at 7:30 to start the day. Rest of them had decided to go to the venue by themselves. Gaurav Manandar, our coordinator, was dashing everywhere, collecting the items in the checklist. We helped him get our hardware for the day's operation, and then at around 8, Nandi Ratri School is a beautiful school along with a sacred temple located at Nakhal Chowk. Some were busy providing the notebooks and pens our team had brought to the school representative. Most of us began taking a walk around to see just how much effort we would have to put in that day. The insides of classrooms expected a lot from us as they all were very dusty and consisted of scraps of small garbage. Whereas outside the classes there were old rusty desks and benches lying haphazardly, grasses were growing off on the ground, off the walls, around the temples and on the tracks connected to the school buildings by the side of the road. But before doing all this, we needed food in our bellies so that we could perform a good job.
We had our breakfast fetched from the local shop nearby. After finishing it up, we were set off on for the mission around 9:15 a.m. The weather that day seemed to favor our noble cause. It felt as if the sun had hidden amongst the cloud, acting as a shield to boost our work. We got divided into 3 teams. First team cleaned the immediate ground near the gate, classrooms of front building. The second team cleaned the temple area, which was between the 2 parts of the school, and the remaining cleaned the backside of the second building. With the cloudy and cool weather at our side, we picked up our tools and started to work on things. Some picked brooms, some had mops, and some were handpicking the bigger waste like plastic bottles and wrappers. And just like that, we continued. After some time of hard work, changes started to appear, which motivated us to work even more. The funny part was that we had planned to clean classrooms, wipe desks, benches, reachable ceilings, and windows. But as we got into the job, we had a feeling to make it even more perfect. After all, the happy faces of children that were dancing around in our mind the whole time mattered to us. How happy they would be the minute they get to see their clean classroom and its surroundings. When all was said and done, after some hours of work, with everyone being seated, watched the drastic changes our team had brought upon, and we all kind of felt proud. And of course, we still had pulled off some energy for group photos. The school representative was so thankful for our hard work and wished us luck for our future endeavors. Lastly, we cleaned up and tracked all the tools and equipment, loaded them in the bus, and headed towards having lunch. Bajakur Sekuwa was the outlet where we had our delicious thakali lunch, and we relieved our hungry stomach there. By then, it was time to say goodbye. Some of us directly headed home, while some of us got in the bus to office and went home from there. From this, what is to be concluded is we would never forget the inner satisfaction we got by participating in such a noble cause, which to some extent helps underprivileged little children of our future generation. Thank you.